Do you know your country could be a target of Israel's deadly missiles? U.S. would be a participant in this action? Do you know that the country you are living is also open to Israel's possible attacks, but it will never gonna be happen because of some circumstances? In my last video on the Israel-Lebanon conflict, I discussed about current actions applied by Israel, so go and first see what is actually going on. So let's see what's the next step. On October 1st, 2024, Israel was hit by over 200 Iranian ballistic missiles. This attack was a direct response to Israel's relentless airstrikes on Lebanon, where Hezbollah forces, backed by Iran, have been launching attacks on Israel. But despite the onslaught, Israel's state-of-the-art air defense system minimized damage, leaving the question, what will Israel do next? Iran's involvement in this conflict stems from its long-standing support for Hezbollah, Lebanon's powerful militant group. As Israeli airstrikes devastated parts of Lebanon, Hezbollah retaliated with its own missiles, further escalating the violence. But why did all this begin? Just weeks earlier, Israel carried out a strategic pager attack on Lebanon, disabling communications as part of its military offensive. But there's more. Let's rewind to how this all started. Before the strikes on Lebanon, Israel was heavily targeting the Gaza Strip, home to over 2 million Palestinians. It's no surprise that Gaza has been called the largest open-air prison in the world, with over 42,000 innocent civilians affected by Israel's merciless attacks. Global outrage followed, with the international community calling for an end to Israel's actions. But Israel didn't listen. Countries around the world, including the United Nations, have condemned Israel's aggression. But despite the criticism, Israel shows no signs of backing down. In fact, Israel has now declared that both Iran and Lebanon should prepare for what's coming next. Israel's ability to survive Iran's missile attack is largely thanks to its advanced air defense systems. But here's the question: how long can this last? And let's not forget the U.S. role in this crisis. As Israel's key ally, America's involvement has always fueled tensions. Will the U.S. continue to support Israel in this escalating conflict? With Israel planning its next offensive and Iran gearing up for retaliation, are we on the brink of something much bigger? Could this be the start of World War III? Now, the big question on everyone's mind: what will Israel do next? On October 25th, 2024, around 2:15 a.m., Israel carried out targeted airstrikes over Iran, lighting up the skies of Tehran with explosions. The Israel Defense Forces, IDF, confirmed they hit military sites, including missile and drone facilities. Israel's leaders monitored the operation closely, showing its importance. Israel's strike hit over 20 key sites across Iran, though Iran's air defenses managed to intercept some projectiles. Tragically, 4 Iranian soldiers were killed. The U.S. described Israel's action as self-defense and advised them to avoid nuclear and oil facilities. With these high tensions, what might come next? The world is watching, and the stakes have never been higher. Could the next attack change the course of history forever? Subscribe and stay updated as we uncover what Israel's next move might be.